The project is about identity and how you represent your identity through clothing and body adornment and makeup and tattoos and things like that.
I think it can mean different things to different people. To me, it means how someone feels about themselves and how others view them.
I really hope just to broaden my views on everything, just not to really look at one thing and think this can be this, but maybe look behind the surface and just really examine it for everything that it can mean.
We looked through some journals of an old anthropologist. It was really quite interesting seeing how detailed this person's notes were.
It was quite good to see how a lady goes around writing so many journals and keeping it, preserving it in such a good state that it creates a good picture in your mind.
It is like stuff you see in the movies when you walk into the warehouse and the lights go on and whoa!
We have to be really careful, and it is actually quite delicate and prone to things in the environment.
We began to touch these objects which are thousands of years old.
Finding the person for the interview was quite hard because we had to find someone who we didn't know very well and then go, can I come to your house and interview about your wardrobe, please? Well, she has one t-shirt which says, I used to be an atheist until I realised I was God, or something like that. And so she has quite kind of statement t-shirts like that.
I thought it'd be a bit challenging. I'd like to see a boy's wardrobe instead of seeing a girl's and see what they wear and why. The most funny one was the traditional Afghan clothes that he had, that he hides and he would never wear in front of his friends. But the embroidery on that is really beautiful.
What is the relationship between this, what we talked about just now, and this big concept we call identity?
You only have an identity when there are other people for which they will compare their identity with you.
The clothes that you pick, they've got to reflect your personality somehow.
So if you were now to choose one piece of clothing from that person's wardrobe to put in an exhibition, which one would it be and why?
I actually asked her what she would want to put in an exhibition. She said sunglasses. She said basically because they were present with my mum and she wanted her mum to think that she liked them.
So you're saying that from your interviews, what people wear is about how they want to represent themselves?
Yeah.
It was quite surprising hearing people talk about their clothes and what they meant to them, because before that I'd never really talked to someone in that much detail about their clothes.
When we were doing the interesting items of clothing, we were trying to take the more interesting shots and get different angles, and in the end I think we ended up doing a stop motion, and so we were really thinking about different ways you could show the object.
I chose this necklace because my grandma gave it to me for my 15th birthday, and she died a month later, so it means quite a lot to me. It's not the kind of thing I wear out, it's more the kind of thing that I would just keep for memories.
My necklace reminds me of Turkey really, and I think that's a sense of my own identity as being a Turkish person. The last session we went to at Goldsmiths where we edited the film was really fun as well. We got to play around on this sort of Mac software, and it was quite cool because you can muck around with the film.
We went to the cafe and we could just really expand on our ideas for what makes a good exhibition. That was a really good session because we all really just got to give our views and really had fun. I think the project can go far because I think we've just started something that can go on in the future, so maybe other groups can come in and not just do identity, maybe we could do other themes, really learning that museums are not, boring from the outside. They've actually got loads of interesting things in them.